Welcome, guys, to the PSR closing time show for Sunday, October 17th. I'm your host, Sharpie's Bets, and we got your boy Connor Mack with me today for this Sunday Dodgers baseball only game going, guys. So let's get into it. We got Trust Park, Atlanta Braves going off at 4:38 Pacific time, 7:38 Eastern time. We've got 8 miles per hour wind blowing out to dead center, 60 degrees. It's kind of cold. First five's LA minus 185. Atlanta's a plus 152 with the under over set at a 4. Full game is a minus 171 to a plus 154 to the Braves at a 7.5. Last night, sucked balls being a Dodger fan. Ran into outs, had 10 hits, couldn't score. Definitely thought I was on the wrong side there. Obviously wasn't. What's your take on that game last night, Connor?
Yeah, man, that hurt last night. I think the better team, Braves won. Like they got the big hit when it was needed. But again and again, these guys got to come through. The Turner, as I do at the law firm, got to get going. They just got to get some hits. We were even talking about it. A few people on Twitter. Mookie Betts, he was coming up with the out that Taylor got into. He's got to stay at second. The ball's right in front of him. He's seeing it. He can't make that mistake. But Mookie's got to be better. He came up with a few times in situations where he could got hits. And other than the unreal game, because he's an unreal player and made some unreal, even last postseason. But he had a lot of bad games last postseason. I mean, a few of these guys got to come through here for the Dodgers. So, and they need, the hits were there, just couldn't push them across. And it's like the Dodgers are waiting for that 3-run jack. Never came. They got to get which they did better last year, was situationally hit a little bit. You know what I mean? They just, more, maybe just that base knock when, instead of all these guys swinging for a jack.
It was nice to see Trey get 2 singles, though. We need that guy to get going. Like you said, the law firm needs to get going.
Left on, though. Yeah,
Stole a bag left on second. Like, come on.
It felt like there should have been 5 or 6 last night. And, I mean, with Fried on the mound, full bullpen day, the Dodgers, and, man, they could have won that, I thought, easily and didn't. We got the Mamu, though. We got the Bulldog on the mound today, so let's get to it. Yeah, we got Jimmy the Bag Pub Hub show coming off in 15 minutes. So we got Scherzer versus Anderson right here. Let's get into what you got, and then I'll go through my breakdown. Yeah, man. We talk about Max Scherzer against these Braves. He owns them. I mean, obviously it's showing in the line. Dodgers lost. You talked about it, the Dodger tax. We're getting it today. They're definitely not catching value with the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers come to swing it. Even the run line, is at even money. I mean, minus 105 some spots. So I think the Dodgers get to Anderson. Anderson doesn't have a lot, but he's pretty good. He has pretty good numbers against the Dodgers as well. There are 3.5s. I like the first 5 under 4. And it's a little, because I don't know. I think the Dodgers could break loose today. That could be cautious. And then, like you talked about, you want to go full game. I'd rather do that. Man, I wish it was an 8. If you can get an 8, a lot of places are 7.5 now. Like you're around minus 115.
I would take an 8 in a heartbeat.
I'd take an 8 in a heartbeat. 7.5 is right there because I could see it 4-3 or I don't know, 5-2, 6-1. I don't know. I could keep it barely under, but this could just go over. That ballpark you talked about, wind blowing out a little bit. That ball was flying. A few of those jacks, like you could just tell, and a lot of loud outs. Or the Braves and the Dodgers, deep fly balls. Like you said, Dodgers lose 2 in a row with Scherzer on the mound. Of course, they get going back home, and I even down 0-2, I think they'd win. It wouldn't be total panic mode, but I got to be the Dodgers. It's got to be Scherzer. I know the value here is with the Braves. If you're a Braves fan, and I mean at plus 160 almost 150. I think Anderson is a look. Like I talked about. I mean, here's Will Smith, 1 for 6, Turner 1 for 4, Taylor 0 for 4, Pollock 1 for 6, Betts 1 for 3, Bellinger 0 for 5. Not really great. Not a lot. Not 10 at bats or more from these guys. But this is a perfect guy they should get to. And Anderson's pitched well though. He pitched well at the end of the year, and the Braves need him. He's pitched well in the postseason. But I got to go with the Bulldog. I think the Dodgers pull it off. You just have to lay the run line, which it's difficult to do. And I like the under. Get a 4, first 5, and man, I'm contemplating the full game. I just worry the Dodgers, those sticks might come alive tonight, and this could get over. What do you think?
Man, shout out to the chat, guys. You guys rock.
Yeah.
Smash the like if you guys haven't. We appreciate you guys showing up. Smash it like I smashed them BBWs last night. Woke up like this. Eyes still stuck open. Because I be visual beasting it. We're guys, fellas. We got to fuck with our eyes open, as Maxwell Smart would say. But this game, guys, I'm on it with you. I haven't bet. It's either the under 4 or under 7.5. The 7.5 does scare me because I do believe the Dodgers win this game, and that means Atlanta gets all their at-bats, being the home team, and having that under 7.5, having every single at-bat in the game, that's kind of volatile in my opinion. So I'm looking towards that for myself. Ian Anderson in 3 postseason game has a 0.76 ERA, guys. 0.76. That's minuscule, guys. That's absurd. And Scherzer's last 7, he has a 1.91 ERA. His playoff ERA this year is a 1.46 in 2 games in an inning. He's big Mad Max, bro, and I expect nothing the same to come from Mad Max. 5 Braves have over 25 at-bats, and no one's hitting better than 234 average versus him on that team. Like Connor said, Scherzer owns the Braves. He freaking has a parking spot at Braves Stadium. Now, Ian Anderson, the batting numbers do favor the Braves. They do hit righties better than what the Dodgers have been hitting the last 30 days. But then you got to take into a fact of ain't none of these guys seeing Scherzer. So if Scherzer keeps his fastball down today and not up, he should eat these guys alive. They live for that high fastball, and we seen it a couple times last night. They just took it. You can't pitch some of these guys high. That's where they want it. Definitely value, like you said, is definitely on the Braves. This line should not be this big with how good Ian Anderson has been. I'm a Dodger fan. I'm leaning under, and I'm definitely not betting Ian Anderson myself, but I can't hate anybody who does. Like, realistically, that's probably the spot on a plus 160 on a guy pitching lights out and the better bats on paper. It's just Dodgers lost, Dodgers tax, guys. It is what it is. So if you want the Dodgers and you like the Dodgers today, you're going to pay up for them boys. And they're going to make you. So let's freaking hit these commercials. Let's get to this best bet and get to Pub Hub, baby.
Get it.
I be bumping to that music like we're in the club back there, guys. But shout out to our sponsors, guys. MyBookie.ag, promo code PubSports, 50% match bonus, cash or credit up to $1,000. If you use Bitcoin, they'll give you 100% back on 1,000. So 1,000 gets you 2 back if you use Bitcoin. Do it. It's Sunday. Big bets coming today. So speaking of big bets, what you got on Jack of the Day and best bets? What you looking at?
Jack of the Day. Not a lot of value with these guys like Austin Riley, Will Smith. They've dropped. They're right around plus 360 range. But for the Braves, I still think value. Freddie Freeman struck out 4 times, and he doesn't have great numbers for Scherzer, but he does have 3 jacks. He's hitting under 200 against him. Plus 450. And Albies, I think he's a guy. He's another plus 450. A little bit higher than, like I said, Duvall, Riley, all those guys around plus 350. So you're going to give me those 2 guys. I think they're 2 best hitters with more value than those guys. Give me those 2 with the Braves. And for the Dodgers, not a lot of value. Will Smith down in that range too, 350. Seager's 400. My guy I'm going with, it's one of the Turners. Either one's good. They're both plus 500. I go wrong with either one. I might go with both, but I was going to go with Trey Turner. He got 2 hits last night. This guy's got to come through. He's going to hit in the 2 or 3 hole. You got to produce. I mean, a little bit last night, I felt like, though, they missed Max Muncy. Like, you just, or like maybe a hit there. I know it's just, you could start to see it creeping in. I mean, you could see it in the Giants series that they need him and they miss him. But Trey Turner's got to be big tonight. So give me him at the highest plus 500 for the Dodgers for Jack of the Day. And also, let me get to the best bet. It's the first 5 under 4. I'm going to ride with it. Get a 4. There's a little juice to it, but you can get 3.5s at even money. That's just getting down. There's still some 4s out there. So full game, the 7.5, that could get crazy. But we talked about the bullpens have been unbelievable. I mean, even trying to get up that homer, he's been unreal all year. And you knew somebody was going to get, Will Smith should have. I mean, that guy, Dodgers better get to him the rest of the series. I could see him blowing a save or two. So give me the Dodgers, Braves, first 5 under 4.
Man, I love when great minds think alike, and I'm going to have to go with you on this. There's only one game, guys, and we were both talking about it. It's either I like the full game or the first 5. I got to go first 5 under. 2 really good pitchers. I think they both go at least 5 innings. That gives us less at-bats from the 9 hole. It gives us more opportunity for less runs. So under 4, first 5 is what I'm digging to. Prop of the day, I'm not looking towards a jack. I'm just looking to cash, guys. I'm going with Escobar over 1.5 bases. He's a lefty. He's been hitting at the top of the lineup, and he's actually got decent numbers for shares. They're just not a lot at bats. So give me Escobar over 1.5 bases and the under 4 and the Dodgers Braves first 5 with C-Mac. Shout out to you guys hanging in there. Smash the like. You guys rock. Without you, we wouldn't even be here. So let's get to the monies today, guys.
Well, real quick,
we
get a coffee.
Pumping?
Get to Jimmy's, my thing. I mean, get to a show.
Get it. I'm coming up, baby. We got more of me. We got Billy Beeman. We got Bobano. We got lots. Oh, Noli knows. He popping the show off. So pop on over. 8 minutes. Grab a coffee, a donut, smoke a dab, grab a beer. Who cares? It's Sunday, bro. Get to it. We be pubbing.
We be pubbing.